All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the No Sports Talk Show right here live via StreamYard, via YouTube, via Facebook, man. We're in the virtual booth right now. I'm in the booth with my main man, 50 Grand Miles T, and we got two special guests on with us tonight to jump in on the sports action, man. We got Zach and we got Zion, man. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Doing great. I'm just happy to be here.
Good.
Thank y'all for inviting me.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me on the show, man. Just got back from football practice. Starting up spring football, watching sports, home, chill day.
What school you go to?
Charles Drew in Atlanta.
Charles Drew. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you got. So you live around. You live around where I live at. There. You over there in the Riverdale area.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You don't know nothing about that, VJ. This is South Side, son.
First of all, I went to Westlake, so we read the athletes. You know what I'm saying? That look, we used to that, man. You know, we do this, but yeah,
yes,
man.
But these are two young men just want to see how they want to, look into getting into this, maybe in their future, going to school for it or something, So I would love to have this opportunity at their age to do something I'd love to do and just see how it works now in the modern world, to where you can do everything from your house with the iPods. I mean just everything, every merchandise on social media, and your own podcast and everything. So just to get y'all live and just see what's going on and see how y'all like it, man, and just good luck with it. Hey, y'all welcome to come on anytime too. So it's not this won't be the first time, and it don't have to be the last. So I mean, it's the first time, it won't have to be the last. So y'all welcome anytime. So we just get it rolling, baby. Playoffs, them Lakers, boy.
Yes, sir. Hey, before you get into that, just calm down. Just calm down.
That championship, I see it. That fifth ring coming.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, a lot has happened, man, since the last time we jumped on and talk basketball, talk football, all of that. So as we all know, we have the NBA playoffs. They're currently going on right now. First round is wrapped up. Had some really good basketball out, I would say, from what we've seen so far. Pretty competitive. Aside from really the Nets and the Sixers series, the other ones they were pretty competitive in my opinion. So just as we fast forward now, and we'll kind of chime in on what the round one was, but as we look at the matchups right now, we have Miami and New York in the first East semifinal matchup. So we know Miami stole a game, so they're up 1-0 right now. The Lakers and Warriors are going to be playing tonight, so they'll kick off their first game one in that semifinal, and that's after the Warriors finished off the Kings in a great series that went 7 games. Then, as we all know, we also have the Sixers and the Celtics. So Sixers stole the first game in Boston last night, and then we also have the Suns and the Nuggets. So the Nuggets are up 2-0 as of last night. So, just curious to get you guys' thoughts on what you've seen in round one, kind of how you feeling about, what you've seen thus far. And then looking towards round two, do you have any favorites that are coming out that you would say, hey, these two teams are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals? Or you can even expand it in advance, even say, hey, I think that these two teams are going to advance in the finals. So how are you guys feeling about, where we currently stand right now in the playoffs and what you've seen this far?
I'm gonna say start off being a Hawks fan. That was something to watch. So I'm not really rooting for the Celtics right now. But the 76ers coming off the Nets, 4-zip. I think they won all games. 76ers.
I think they did sweep the Nets.
So yeah, they coming off hot. So I think they might beat the Celtics because they struggled to beat the 7 seed Hawks. And coming off 4 wins, I think they might advance another game. I'm hoping they go all the way. Just
you talking about Boston?
Haven't been making it, so I'm hoping they go all the way this year.
You talking about Boston, right?
No, the Sixers.
Oh, you going for the Sixers? Oh, okay. I thought you said Boston. Okay, all right.
Joel just won MVP
Yeah,
too.
he just won MVP.
Yeah, he did just won MVP. That's true. But my first round, recap is the Hawks are better than what we think they are. The Hawks is one piece away from maybe, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals two years ago, and they was good enough to beat Boston. Trae Young lost that last game. That game, he had like 5 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. He does too much sometimes. You know what I mean? Right. Like he'll fire up 3-point shots. Like soon as you go down, you only down by like 2 points, so you might even have a 2-point lead. But you down there just jacking up threes. Like soon as you get across half court, dude, take some time off the clock. You don't want Boston to keep having time to come back. Well, you got to lead. Use the clock up. Run a half court offense. Set up that pick and roll with Capella. Going to the John Collins was hot that night, man. He didn't know how to. That's the only thing about Trae. He will get a little trigger happy too much, man. And I think they really could have won that and sent it to a game 7. I think they could have. They had the opportunities in the fourth quarter, but the turnovers at the end, within the last 4 or 5 minutes, hurt them bad. So, but at the end of the day, they're better than the Hawks. Are a piece away. They are a one piece away from being a legitimate threat. Like not just they're a playoff team now, consistent playoff team now. But to be that legit threat, they need that one more piece. And I don't know if they're gonna get it via draft, but I think it need to be a veteran that's already in the league. They got experience too, so that's about our Hawks. And the Miami Heat is the most. It is the team of the playoffs right now. I mean, the way they swept the number 1 seed. I mean, not swept them, but I think it was 4-1 though.
4-1.
Yeah, but Giannis did miss 2 games. So it was close, competitive games. It's not like they just blew it out, but Jimmy Buckets, man. The silent killer, man. He does what he do. The star slash. And I don't know if they consider him a superstar now, but he's on that status. He's up there. He's about the next thing right below a superstar. So I'll take him on my team any day. But the Miami Heat is the most surprising team in the tournament right now. The way they above on the Knicks right now, and then they're off. So Jimmy Butler's not playing tonight. Tyler Hero's not playing tonight. And they're after tonight. Even if they lose, they split and going back to Miami and don't play again until Saturday. So the advantage is in their court with the on that end. And Philly and Boston, that's going to be I think Philly might get it because if they snuck that one out without Embiid. Boston always been good all this whole season, but they're up and down a little bit. You look at some of their losses. Lost to Orlando twice at home. If you look at some of their losses, they lose focus sometimes. They're a good, solid team, but I mean, can you count them out? No, but the way they stole that one in Boston last night, I think Philly is going to pull this one out. But it's going to go 7 games for sure. And on the West Coast, them Lakers, baby. Hey, VJ, he gonna show you why he's the GOAT this year. I'm trying to tell you. He about to take down Steph Curry. Yeah. He's about to show you why he's the GOAT, man.
Okay.
He's about to show you why he's the GOAT.
All right.
Steph Curry's getting up there too. He's getting up there too on that GOAT status now. Up there on that Mount Rushmore, like Stephen A. Smith say. So
only thing I have questionable about Steph, just what? Anything I have questionable about Steph is the Warriors and Steph and the Warriors. That game 6 from the Kings series. Mm-hmm. That was just hard to watch, man.
It was hard to watch.
Yeah,
You like, why?
You know they usually say game 6 Clay. It wasn't game 6 Clay, bro. He dropped around 20, I think 20, 25 points. But
Klay Thompson?
Yeah, but the Warriors overall just had a lot of turnovers, but they bounced back game 7, you know, and now they go to.
Do you think they got a chance against the Lakers?
I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be a tough series. It's gonna be evenly matched. It's not gonna be like one-sided.
They definitely got a chance, and yeah, like as Andre said, it's not gonna be one-sided at all. It's really like even when the matchup was first set, I didn't even know what I was gonna go for. I didn't. Well, at the same time, this year I'm starting after seeing LeBron age and still being able to do the same thing, breaking records as he's aging. I started to like, okay, maybe he is a GOAT. All I've been thinking, like, of course, MJ throughout the whole life, like maybe he is a GOAT as the GOAT conversation. So
you hear that, don't you, VJ?
Listen, first of all,
he's from Chicago, y'all. He's from Chicago, so you know who he thinks to go.
Of course, of course. Well, we're not gonna get into that conversation because we don't have.
I know
that kind of time. So, but you know, honestly, for me, the biggest story for me coming out, I mean, outside of what y'all already mentioned, is the Grizzlies, bro. The Grizzlies talking all this mess that they could talk. Dillon Brooks opening his mouth and saying Bron is old and all of this, and now they're out of the playoffs. And now I don't know if y'all saw it today, but they said that Dillon Brooks is not coming back under any circumstances.
Yeah, I saw that.
What my problem is, like, bro, don't open your mouth when you have not won anything. You haven't. It's one thing to be confident, but if you haven't accomplished anything yet when it comes to a championship level of play or even been in that environment, just be quiet, bro. That should be a lesson for everybody, bro. Just go to work, do your job, you know, and play the game, man. So I initially was going for the Grizzlies for that series because I like Ja. Like I want him to get a ring. But then the more the series went on and the more Dillon Brooks just kept opening his mouth, and I'm like, it's over, bro. I already know what time it is now. Like it's they have no chance. But
do you think it was a little harsh though, them saying that, coming out in public saying that though? I think it was. So you think about it now. Dillon Brooks, he's been pretty solid with him now. I mean, not scoring wise, but he's been pretty solid.
But the thing about it is they didn't I don't think that it wasn't something that they actually publicly stated from the organization. Somebody leaked that. Like, you know how it is when stuff like that happens. Somebody leaked that information. It didn't come from like their actual like organization. One of the reporters, you know, you always have the people on the inside that hear that information. And so they leaked that information today. It was a reporter that leaked it. So that's how everybody learned about it. But I mean,
you know who should pick them up?
Of course, you're going to say the Lakers should pick them up because they
don't. No,
you want them to.
No, I want no Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, you do.
The Hawks need that aggressor like that. They need a player like that. The Hawks need a guy like that, man. He'll help them tremendously on the defensive end, man.
He disappeared the rest of the series after he opened his mouth. He barely scored over 10 points.
That's what his average is. I mean, he's not the scorer. He's a defensive guy. He ain't a shutdown guy, but I mean, he's your aggressor. He's your bruiser. He's your intimidator. And the Hawks need that tough guy. They don't have one.
I mean, I guess so, but
I think he can fit in.
I wouldn't go with Dillon as my first option.
I wouldn't pay no money for him, but I'm just saying I'm giving him something, but he ain't getting what he wants.
I wouldn't. No.
You don't want him.
I mean, I think, and then going back to the Warriors and the Lakers series, I definitely think it's going to be really competitive. And you're talking about, you know, a Warriors team, even though we saw them struggle in the closeout game at home, which they, you know, you obviously want to close out at home, but the Kings are a tough team to beat. Like they have a lot of talent on that team, speed, like they can shoot, they can do it all. So they really forced the issue. And you're talking about a Warriors team that has experience at the end of the day. That's what it boils down to. Who's been in these situations time and time again, has been in game sevens, you know. So, and you saw that Steph comes out and drops 50 like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's definitely going to be competitive. And I think that the Warriors, And we're talking about Steph, who hasn't historically played well in playoffs in the finals too. He usually has struggles, you know, from a scoring standpoint consistently. But I do think that their shooting, you know, it's going to be good to see like that because they both are similar, and they have tough players on each team that are going to fight each and every night. They're gonna play like they're gonna, and I think that they'll let them play in this series. I don't think this is going to be one of those, you know, they blow the whistle every 2 minutes kind of. I hope it's not, because I want to see a physical series. I want to see something competitive, and I think that we'll get that every game. So
definitely,
yeah. So, but that's just my thoughts about that. But yeah, did y'all have, so before we go on to the NFL, did y'all have any teams that you are just saying like, hey, I think that these two teams are going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and these two teams are going to the Western Conference Finals? We could go around real quick and just kind of give those two matchups, and obviously, you know, we can all come back on again because we got time before the finals, but we could do an early prediction if y'all have early, you know, two teams on each side of the conference that y'all think that will make it.
Well, I think you want to go.
Go ahead.
All right, well, I think it's not a lot, but I guess if I had to pick two teams, I think the Heat is going to beat the Knicks. I think the Heat are going to beat the Knicks. Dang, I think the Heat is going to beat the Knicks. I think the 76ers are going to beat the Celtics.
Right.
And the Nuggets are 2 already, and they won the last series 4-1. So I think they're going to go all the way from the West. Not to mention they've been one of the top teams this whole season. And even last season they were. So they've been trying to go for a while, and I think this is going to be their year on the Western side. And I think the East, I'm going to have to go with 76ers. Although I don't think the Heat can beat. Although Jimmy Butler's been going off, and everybody else on the Heat's been going crazy, like insane, over compared to how they were in the regular season. I think the 76ers MVP not going to be able to stop.
All right, so you got Sixers and Nuggets.
Zion, what you got, Zion?
For the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm gonna say Sixers and Bulls.
Sixers and who?
Bulls. I'm gonna say that because I mean Heat. Yeah, Sixers and Heat.
Sixers and Heat. Yeah.
Obviously, they're both two dominant teams. You know, Joel has won MVP. Have Harden to compliment him. Heat, Jimmy buckets. You said Tyler wasn't playing next couple of games.
Yeah, you know, his hand is broke.
So, how long is that?
I don't know how long they said he'll be out, but I know he broke his hand in game. I want to say it was game 1. No, it was game 1 or 2 when he broke his hand against the Bucks. So I don't know. If he does come back, it probably wouldn't be until the finals.
Yeah, that's
say the finals.
Probably so. It just depends on how bad it is broken.
Yeah, it might just be like fractured or
like it has to be in the cast. Then he has to work it back to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, recovery.
Yeah.
Recovery and dribbling a basketball and then shooting. So that takes some time. So that's about another month.
It's possible, unless they, you know, it's stuff they could do out there now. They be doing for you in the you know, in the medical room and out there in the locker room and stuff. So, but out of the East, I got the Heat and the Celtics coming out, man, and going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And then I got the Celtics coming out with it. I just think they've been together a long time. They're a cohesive unit. They went to the finals last year, and they basically got pretty much everybody back. So they've been there and done it. Jason Tatum is literally the new age Kobe. For his game and his style and the way he plays is very similar to Kobe to me. That's just my opinion. And he's out of the West. I got the Celtics going to the finals against out of the West. I got the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets meeting up in the Western Conference Finals, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Denver has been around. They're almost similar to the Celtics. They've been together a long time, very cohesive unit together, chemistry and all that. So it could be that time, but the King he's going to stand in the way, and this is the deepest team since he's been in Miami that he's had with Los Angeles. This is the deepest team he's had since he's been in Miami, and I think he got all the pieces around him, and I think the Lakers will beat the Lakers. We're going to have a Lakers Celtics finals. I see it, and I got the Lakers winning it all.
Congratulations. For me, I mean, on the East, I think Miami is going to get there. I think that, I think the Knicks team, they got a tough team. They really do have a really good roster, but I just think that the way that Jimmy Butler's playing right now, the way he's leading his team, despite having one of his top shooters on his team, and really putting the team on his back and being that not only vocal leader, but the leading by example on the court. I think that they're just tough and they're gritty. Bam is playing, some of his best basketball. Like, all of them are collectively playing together. So I can see them getting past the Knicks, and then Sixers and the Celtics, man. I don't trust James Harden, man. I'm sorry.
No,
James Harden is gonna have to show me. Like, he showed me last night, but just in a 7-game series, like, he's just gonna have to show me. So until the end, like, I'm gonna ride with Boston in Miami. Yeah. And then I feel like in the West, I'm gonna go with Denver over the Suns. I think that, heading into that series, I felt like the Suns' biggest issue is their lack of depth. They don't have a bench. They gave up a lot to get Kevin Durant.
Definitely.
They
messed themselves up, man.
Right. Yeah. And you can tell when they're playing Denver, Denver's way too deep. Like, they're way too deep. And there's nothing that the Suns could do. Book and KD have to drop like 40 apiece for them to
and they still ain't winning. They dropping 35 and 38.
They're still not winning the game. They were winning last night, and it still didn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
And I think Chris Paul probably done.
Chris Paul's groin, he just hurt his groin like he always does. Every year they get in the playoffs, he finds a way to get injured. So yeah. I think that they're done. I mean, I'm not going to say they're not going to win a game.
Yeah.
I think they'll get one in Phoenix, but I just think that Denver's just too deep. And on the other side, I'm gonna rock with the Warriors. I do think that, like I said, I don't think that this is going to be a runaway, but I do think that
be disrespectful, BJ.
No, that's not being disrespectful. That's being
disrespectful, man. You know good and well that the Lakers got a better team than the Warriors.
I wouldn't say that they have a better team than the Warriors. Because if they
overall team, they're better. They're deeper than the Warriors.
If they did, they would be ranked higher than them, right? And I mean,
well, you know what happened. Don't do that.
No. What happened? I'm just saying.
We know that we had the first half of our season with Russell Westbrook, and then we got that trade. We've been the best team, arguably the best team in the NBA since the trade deadline.
Who picked Russell Westbrook to be on the Lakers?
Huh?
Who picked Russell Westbrook to be on the Lakers?
It don't matter. He's gone now.
Answer the question.
See what happened.
Who picked him?
Don't worry about that.
King James, right?
We all make mistakes, man.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just asking.
We all make mistakes, man.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see. But like I said, I think the Warriors, I think that they, like I said, I don't think it's gonna be a runaway at all. I do think it's gonna be competitive. I mean, this series could very well go. This could be a 6-7 game series. It can, especially the way both teams are playing. So, but I
got Lakers at 6, 4-2.
I'm just gonna go with the team that has the more experience collectively. I just think collectively.
You said the more experience?
Collectively. You talking about guys they won 4 championships together. What do you mean?
But we got D guy.
Won a championship with anybody on his roster.
We got D guy.
AD. And AD's made out of paper mache, so you already know what time that is.
Oh my God.
You already know you can't trust him to get past the half of the first quarter. So we'll see how it happens this 7-game series. He barely made it out of Memphis.
We're gonna have a gentleman's bet on that. You owe me dinner if the Lakers win the series. You owe me lunch, man.
All right. Okay, cool. We can rock with that.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the draft, y'all. Let's talk NFL because we know the draft just went down. A pretty interesting draft that we watched. I mean, it wasn't as exciting as some of them in the past, and I'm not saying that I'll stay watching it past the first round. I really, after those first 10 picks or whenever my team picks, I kind of just check out and I check on my phone. I don't really sit there and watch the whole draft.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
Let's just talk about, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the draft. Who do you guys feel like had the best draft collectively, and then what surprised you the most with the picks that you saw?
I'm gonna say either I know the Eagles had one of the best drafts, and that's they drafted all from the Georgia Bulldogs, the national champions, back to back.
Pretty much.
That's a big part of it, and considering that they made it to the Super Bowl this year and barely lost, and just added way more parts than they needed. They lost what? They lost Miles Sanders. They traded for a running back, and so not even just the draft, but just all around, they just had a good. And the Seahawks, we could also say the Seahawks had a good draft, but between those two teams, I'd have to pick the Eagles for the best.
Oh, real quick, y'all mom said Zach and Zai get lunch too. Yep, they do. So if y'all pick, go ahead and jump on the Warriors bandwagon so Miles can buy all of us lunch. But who is next? Zion, you going next, or Miles? Either one.
I can. I'll probably. It's been a lot of good teams that had a draft. I'd say the Eagles had a good draft, Texans and Panthers. But overall, like the Texans and Panthers, both of their off seasons have been extremely well. Great pickups, Miles Sanders, and just like other just studs around the NFL, just straight dogs. And like Zach said, he was basically drafted the entire Georgia defense, starting defense from the 2021 championship. So yeah, I'd say probably the Eagles had the best offseason, best draft. Most people passed on Jalen Carter, and he ended up getting picked up by the Eagles, he's really a great player. Where did Darnell Washington go to? Everyone knows.
Darnell Washington.
Tight end.
Yeah.
He was like late rounds. I think the Seahawks. I'm not sure though. It might have been the Seahawks or the Chargers.
Yeah.
Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers got it.
But yeah, I gotta agree with Philly. Had probably the one I seen the best draft there. They addressed defense and line defense ends, and they already had one of the best defenses in the league last year. So they didn't do nothing but add to that side of the ball. And like you said, they was already in the Super Bowl last year and it barely lost. So I mean, just they didn't do nothing but add to the defensive side of the ball that would probably help stop or control Pat Mahomes and stuff like that. So it's basically putting pressure on them and up front. So I give them that. Philadelphia the best. The bad, one of them I gotta go with our hometown team again. The Falcons, man. We got. I like the running back they got, but we didn't address other situations that we need to address, man. Didn't.
Already had two 1K rushing yard running backs. We already had 2 1,000-yard running backs. I don't see why we would go for a third. I guess as a compliment. Either that or we would.
He's a nice running back. I think he's going to be he's a talent running back. You're not going to get too many of his type of his ability, not too many times. So I understand, but that was it though. That's the only thing I've seen them that's really could make a. I mean, other than that, we didn't get no better, man. I just don't understand. For us, like that's one of the bad and the ugly. I don't know about the ugly. I guess I guess I can go with the Patriots. They didn't really do nothing either. I mean, they didn't add nothing on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, I just don't understand it. That's where their trouble is. They always got a solid defense, middle of the pack, 15th ranking in NFL. So I don't see that. That was just ugly to me. I don't. Bill Belichick just think he's just smarter than everybody. He can just outcoach everybody, I guess. But
I had to disagree with that because we did get. I think us trading back from 14 to 17, he was just seeing what was available, and then he trades back, doesn't take anybody. I think he wanted Gonzalez from the start, just from the scout. But then he sees that nobody got him. The best corner in the draft is still at 17, so he takes that. Some people aren't happy about it. The fan base wasn't happy about it, but then they're also like, okay, best corner in the draft, we'll take it, but we need somebody on offense. The offense struggled last year from when we had Matt Patricia as the offensive coordinator, and he wasn't doing well at all, calling short plays, Matt getting frustrated, and everybody was talking about it's Zappy time. Matt needs to get out. Well, he was just in a bad situation. I think that's going to change with Bill O'Brien this year. But back to the draft. Later in the draft, we got people were upset we were getting defensive players, but we also drafted.
Who's we? You a Patriots fan?
Yeah, you didn't hear the man say we. You didn't hear that. He said
Okay.
He did that a minute and a half ago.
Okay, I was just making understanding that he's a Patriot fan. Okay.
Yeah.
So we also in the modern era, first team in the modern era to draft a kicker and a punter. So last time that happened, they were both all pro. I think we drafted a kicker. That's good for the team because our kicker is in the 40s, although he's still producing. Punter got injured and traded. Then next punter backup was punting 30 yards. So that was bad for the team. Yeah, drafted both of those two, got those needs. Got Max more protection. And then drafted two receivers, Keyshawn Boot from LSU. I watched his highlights.
Yeah, he's up and down. He's inconsistent, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he's from what I saw, he had a couple of good years, and then last year I think I think that was his worst year because it made the draft stock go down because I think he was either injured or he just had a bad year.
Bad year. It was a bad year. I remember. You saw what he did against Tennessee, didn't you? Huh? He didn't do nothing, huh? We came into Baton Rouge 40-13, huh? Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, for me, it's hands down the Eagles. They had the best draft. I mean, they really, like everybody said, man, they literally just took the whole Georgia defense.
Basically.
And that's literally what they did. But I do like what the Texans did. They got, of course, shout out to my boy Bryce going number one. Shout out to him, Roll Tide. But they got CJ Stroud, and then they moved up to 3 and got Will Anderson like right after that. That was a shocker for me just because
that was a good move.
See, Arizona was sitting there at 3. And all of a sudden, the Texas moved up, so they took a swing and they were aggressive and they went and got their guys. So like, I do like seeing teams do that. Go ahead and go get them. And I think going back to the Falcons situation, you have to get with Bijan Robinson, you got to look at it like Cordell Patterson. I mean, they use him as a running back, but he's not really a running back.
Yeah, he's not really a running back.
Big enough, and he's fast enough to be one, but Cordell Patterson is really a return guy. He's really a receiver. He just got converted into a running back. And really, we started doing that with him the most. The Bears did because we didn't have no running game. So we started running the ball with him more than anybody did in the past. And he fits the role well, but he's up there in age. So you got to get a guy that's young that can.
You need to get him in the open field anyway. He'll be hard to tackle in the open field.
Yeah, Bijan is really good. I mean, his lateral movement and he can hit the hole like he's really good. So, I think that they did a good job with that pick.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
as I said, that's the only thing I've seen really that made a difference. You know what I mean?
They made a couple moves in the offseason too, because I want to say they got Bates out of Cincinnati. So that was huge for the defense. So You know, they made a few little moves here, and they're trying to see what they got in Desmond Ritter. So, it's obviously it's all when you're rebuilding, it's a process. So you're not going to be able to swing and get it all at once. So
For sure.
And then with the NFC North, the division is not. It's not like it's not going to be like that one team that's just dominant. So
you talking about the NFC South? NFC South.
Yeah. I say NFC North. I'm sorry, the NFC South.
Yeah, we know your mind at.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm getting ready to touch on that in a second. But yeah, you know, I think that for the division, you got Bryce coming in. The Panthers are rebuilding, so it's not much there. You got
Tom Brady gone.
The Bucks are rebuilding, not much there. And then the Saints, you know, same situation. So you never know. But
it's definitely a toss-up. There's no favorite.
Nah.
Saints and Bucks been real quiet for a while.
Mm-hmm. And for me, you know, I love what my Bears did because first of all, you know, we traded the number 1 pick, but you got 10 draft picks in total. You got DJ Moore out of that trade from the Panthers, so you get a number 1 wide receiver. Then you go get an offensive tackle to protect Justin Fields, so you're prioritizing your quarterback. You go get 2 defensive tackles. Yeah, we got one of your boys out of Tennessee, Miles.
I was waiting for you to bring that up. Don't forget
Darnell Wright, and that's actually who I wanted us to get. The more that I kept looking at the tape, shut down Will Anderson, held his own against Georgia, didn't allow a sack in the SEC at all last year. So when I saw that, I'm like, no, give me him, sign me up for that. So we needed that. You got 2 defensive tackles, one out of Florida, one out of South Carolina. So you address the issues on the defensive line. And getting some more pressure. And then we got Roschon Johnson, who's just as good as Bijan. It was his backup in Texas. They really the same running back. So and you know, got a couple of defensive backs. So we went defense heavy in this draft. And then we got Tyler Scott, you know, a speedy wide receiver out of Cincinnati. So that'll help stretch the field and help, you know, just to take, you know, more deep shots. So I really like what we did, you know, from collectively with all those 10 draft picks. I love what our GM is doing. So yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, I mean, we all collectively can agree that the Eagles were they were the winners. So I'm
out of the draft for sure. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Jalen got paid. Lamar got paid.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I love that. My Ravens are coming now. That's my team, y'all. Remember I said that. I've been saying it. He already know about it.
The Ravens,
but them Ravens coming.
The Ravens are.
We just got Odell Beckham too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, y'all in trouble, boy. They're the NFL in trouble.
30-year-old man.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry about it.
I heard some.
Oh my goodness, OBJ, are you serious?
Heard something about Antonio Brown going there too.
Don't do that.
Please let Antonio Brown go to the Ravens so he can just blow the whole organization up.
Oh, Antonio Brown and OBJ gonna get in the fight, man. They're gonna get in the fight.
Please let that happen.
But you don't want it to happen, and it worked. Now, if it worked, it'd be deadly.
It didn't work with Tom Brady. It ain't gonna work with 2 diva wide receivers.
It worked for a while with Brady, but like
it did. He just found.
He got a Super Bowl, so hey. No. But VJ, I give it to you though. The best the Philadelphia got the best draft, but I give Chicago had the best offseason overall. I give Chicago that. They had the best overall offseason for sure.
Yes,
from top to bottom. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We about to make some noise now. But
I don't know about all that. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is gone too. So you got you good.
Let's talk about the Jaguars. Jaguars all season.
They was decent. They're decent. They made some moves. I like Jacksonville. I don't think last year was a fluke. I think they will. I think they done built something. They're building something for sure. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence leading
last year they picked up Forte Lurkin from the Falcons, top tackler. They got Calvin Ridley from the Falcons, the great route runner. They picked up someone else. I'm trying to remember who.
Yeah, I want to see. It's going to be interesting, man. It's getting interesting. It's starting to be. It's not NFL. All these the sports like the NBA and everything. College basketball this year. college football this year. Everything is like getting balanced out now. It's not favorites no more. You can't go in this season knowing that this is Kansas City may be the only thing that you can say that like they're going to be there probably. You know what I mean? That's the only team in the NFL. But the NBA, you don't know who. There ain't no favorites. And ain't nobody you just guarantee going to win. And college football wasn't like that. Georgia was like that a little bit, but we had our chances too. But to beat Georgia, but I'm gonna leave that alone. They're gonna go reminisce. But at the end of the day, though, I like to see, I like for the future of all the sports and stuff like that. It's everything's balancing out. The college level, everything with the NIL deals, everything is just starting to, make it exciting, man. Like you can watch, just balance games. It ain't nothing. Just when you're up by 30 points or more, you just still don't know if you're gonna win the game nowadays. You know what I mean? You can lose a 30-point lead in 1/2 nowadays in NBA and it's crazy how it is gonna happen. NFL too. So
Yeah.
it's just I like the way it's happening like that. It evolved and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's the
XFL championship this weekend too. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
Tune in.
I'm gonna be locked in for it. Yes,
Sir. XFL championship.
Who's in the championship?
Yeah, XFL championship Saturday, I believe. I think it's Saturday.
It's the Renegades and what's the other team? It's the Renegades and the Defenders. But the Defenders,
ain't that the one? That ain't your boy from Alabama, is it?
No. AJ.
Huh.
AJ's team didn't make it.
They didn't make it to the playoffs?
No, they made the play. I think they got kicked out.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah, I haven't been watching that. Like, I watched like the first two games, 3 games, first 2 weeks of it, and I didn't.
I lied. Hold on. You said you only watched the first 2 weeks of it.
Yeah, about the first 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't follow it the whole season now. But I'm gonna start to though.
Yeah.
Start next season.
Yeah, AJ's team didn't make it, but because AJ ended up getting hurt, he was balling, and then he ended up. So, but yeah, it was kind of hard to watch because it's not as exciting and it's a little slower. But you have the USFL is back too. That one that league was pretty exciting last year. Birmingham won it all. So, but yeah, definitely I'm gonna be watching that and tuning into that. Oh, Zach and Zion, my mom said y'all are very well spoken and y'all natural on the microphone. And then Miles, she said, watch what you say about Chicago. As always. Yeah, but yeah, so but yeah, man, it's good talking, man. That's all we got tonight, man. We appreciate y'all jumping in, man, and joining me and Miles on our y'all caught us. We've been chill tonight. We usually go back and forth. No, I'm just playing. We don't go at it too bad. Not on the air, but and it's definitely been a pleasure having y'all on, man, and definitely y'all back on again to talk some more sports, especially during this time when the playoffs is still going on. So definitely bring y'all back on again and chat some more and talk about more about football. And we had spring games and all of that take place in college football. So leading into that season, talk about some more stuff there too. So definitely thank y'all for jumping in, man. But
y'all keep in touch, man, and just y'all just whenever y'all want to be on the show, we're gonna try to start doing it every Tuesday. Like we're gonna do it Tuesdays and Fridays, so you can join us on the Tuesday show when we do it on the Tuesday, and it's usually only about 30 minutes. We went over a little bit today, but it's okay. It's our show. It's all right. So it's all good. But enjoyed y'all, man. Tell Miss Ursula, we appreciate it, and your mom, and just hey, y'all welcome anytime, man. Y'all got any goodbyes to say? Any shout outs or anything? Salutes.
I just like thank y'all for having us, and go Pats.
Anything, John?
Yeah, like I said, like you said, thank y'all for having us. It was nice talking. Got to learn some more stuff about the NBA. I wasn't really watching the playoffs.
You good?
It's hard to keep up like game 1, game 2, game 3 with each series. So Usually, I just like
DJ don't know that much either. He don't know that much either about the NBA.
Man, please, we could just sit down and just watch. I'm 30, so you know I don't do it too much, but sitting there watching the games. That's all
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I can keep up with it. But yeah, man.
Yeah. So hey, I guess I go now. Like always, first and foremost, give thanks to my Lord and Savior, man, Jesus Christ, man. Always, and thank you for this platform, Father God, and VJ. Thank you, man. Twins, appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, man. Y'all welcome anytime y'all want, man. Just keep in touch with me. Call me whenever y'all want to call. You be like, y'all doing the show Tuesday? Yep. Y'all welcome to come on in, man. Come on and just let me know about it. Just let me know like that Monday so we can make sure we get the link out to you and everything. So, and we'll get you the outline. So, other than that, go Vols like always, and let's get it. 2024 is our season.
Yeah, all right. Unserious. Hey man, hey look, like I said, man, we appreciate y'all jumping in, man. It's been a pleasure. We appreciate everybody who tuned in and gave us a little bit of your time to talk some good, healthy sports talk as always. Oh, Mom said y'all have spring football starting Thursday, and y'all first game is in 2 weeks. So that's exciting, man. Congratulations, man. And definitely got to bring y'all on, man, so y'all can keep us updated with the season and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely keep us in with the high school thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The high school football, and
definitely.
You might can during the games when y'all, you know, so both of y'all play?
Yeah.
Both of y'all play? Okay.
Same team?
Yeah, same team. We both played.
So y'all varsity, of course. Varsity?
Yeah, last year it was JV. Well, I played 10 varsity games. I played 5, although I was also JV.
What position you play?
QB.
Okay.
You said what?
You QB.
Who's the QB?
Zach.
Oh, you the QB. So you the starting quarterback for the varsity team.
I was starter for JV, and then I played 5 of the varsity games last year because we like.
So you starting this season? You starting this season for the varsity?
I'm trying.
Okay. So you're in the competition. Okay, gotcha. What are you, a junior?
Yeah, I'm a rising junior. I'm gonna be a rising junior.
Okay, gotcha. All right. What position you play, Zion?
Receiver.
Okay. You start too? You on varsity?
Yeah, this year.
So both of y'all played JV last year. Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. So then we might have to tune in, might have to step out there and catch a game one weekend, VJ.
Oh yeah. I'm speaking into existence, man. Y'all both gonna be starting. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. For sure.
QB1 and wide receiver 1. You know what I'm saying? we got to manifest that. That's what it's all about. So, but hey man, look. Until next time, y'all. Again, peace to everybody. Be blessed and have a good night, man. As always, like I like to say, roll tide.